All right, welcome back. It's 8:14 right here on Lotus FM. As promised, we speak to the young, talented man, young soul. His name is Sandir King Kumar, and first South African's true story on bullying, and top 40 inspiring student at University of KwaZulu-Natal. And this guy is very, very talented. Let's talk to him. Good morning, Sandir. Oh, what happened here? Did you chicken out?
What did you say to this person? Did you threaten them that they are too scared to speak to you? But yes, we will be speaking with author S.K. Sewmungal. Now, to our listeners right now, the reason why this is such a big deal to be speaking to this young gentleman is, besides it being Youth Month, being Youth Day on Tuesday, he touches on a very, how would you say, a very sore topic. But it's one that must be addressed because it is an ongoing issue. And he talks about school bullying, and more so from the perspective that of personal experience. You know, so we're thrilled to have him on air. We want to pick his brain about many things, but I'm gonna let Romeo do the picking.
And you know what I like about him? He started writing when he was 17 years in grade 11.
Wow.
Sandir, good morning.
Good morning, Romeo, and good morning to our listeners.
Good morning and welcome to Lotus FM. Welcome to the Morning Masala, guy.
Thank you.
We are so happy to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right. When did you realize you wanted to be a writer, to write a book?
Well, it just happened. Like, to be honest with everyone, I didn't even know that I was going to become an author.
Yeah.
So what happened one day is that I was being bullied in school. And because over the years it took a toll on me, is that I had to find a way to deal with the situation. So I went back home, and my parents told me, you can't always fight back. You have to just try to ignore and do something, but don't fight physically back. So I decided to write about it, and by writing about it, I found my peace of mind, and that's how I realized I'd become an author.
Yeah, and then it's the book titled "Unknown Journey." Why "Unknown Journey"?
Well, a lot of people knew me, but they didn't know me well enough. So, a lot of people, they would make assumptions about me, or this just generalize. So, no one really knew the true story behind how a victim would react when they get bullied. And a lot of times people judged me. They thought that I would overreact. So I said, let's name this The Unknown Journey, because the original title of my book was called How the Unknown High School Bullies Nearly Destroyed My Life. But an honest fact, that's really a long title, so I was happy with The Unknown Journey.
And how long did it take you to write this book?
My book took me one year, 6 months to write the book. I started writing the book when I was halfway through in grade 11. So after matric, I had a complete story, and I was on a search for a publisher. And in 2014, I finally managed to publish my book.
And then, is there any particular challenging when we were writing the book? Was there any challenges?
So during the time when I was in school, the challenging part about me trying to write my book is trying to balance my schoolwork at the same time trying to write.
Right.
So I tried to be consistent much as possible, and somehow it worked because I've also spent a lot of my lunch times in the library writing about my book and writing my story. So that was the only challenge that I did face. At the moment, I am writing another book, but I don't seem to face any challenges. It's just a matter of just have to be consistent.
Yeah. So you're talented, you're good in this. It's your thing. It shows, eh?
Yes, and it's something that I like to do as well. Writing is something that I like. It makes me happy. So, yeah.
Oh, well, because you know what, I've seen. I'm just going to ask how's been the book like selling, but I always see you on social media active. I always see your photos on social media with whoever's buying the book. You always take photos with them. There's thousands of photos on your social media.
Yes. Yeah. So the book has had a very good impact in throughout the country, and I did manage to sell some of the hard copies overseas and get it into some of the libraries as well. And you know, there's a lot of how can I say it? There's a lot of like respect for me, because I decided to raise my voice and speak up about these incidents, because you know, bullying is a major issue in our country and around the world, and normally it's hidden under the carpet. And you know, kids today, I'm not sure why, but they feel ashamed to speak about it. And you know, it can affect a person for the rest of their life. So I encourage people to speak about this issue, and you know, if you speak about it, it's not going to harm you much in the long run as well. Because in my case, when I didn't speak about it, it like took control of my mind. It's like I felt like I was being destroyed. And that's the reason why I had to sit down and start writing, to like do self-reflection.
Well done on that. Very, very good. Right, and now, what was your favorite childhood book?
My favorite child book when I was young in primary school is a book called Abomination.
Oh, wow.
So it's an adventure book about like two school children coming from different backgrounds. And in high school, one of my favorite books that I have read was a well-known book, Robin Sharma, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
Oh, wow. Is any book that you read that made you cry?
A book hasn't made me cry as yet, but slightly to go off the topic, I have been reading a lot during the lockdown and reading a lot of South African author books. And the stories are quite, it's like fascinating. And, you know, like sometimes you would read about some stories and it would just really make you appreciate the place and situation where you are, because other people, you'd realize they had a much harder time or a harder life.
Because I was going to ask you, how has the lockdown been for you?
The lockdown, it has been disruptive for me because beginning of the year I did have some plans and I couldn't go ahead with it. And also with regards to the book and the anti-bullying activists and campaign, my events had to also be cancelled because of COVID-19. So, but other than that, you know, I'm just trying to keep myself busy, reading, writing, catching up on some friends, and so I'm making use of the time. I don't want to make a waste of the time.
Yes, and since you're young as well, you can't just sit at home like a couch potato. You've got things to do.
Yes, exactly. You have to keep yourself busy.
Yeah. And then what is your message to South Africa, especially youth right now?
Okay. My message to the youth is that I don't want people to be I don't want the youth to be bullied in silence. I want them to always have their voice and their thoughts heard, no matter how tough the situation is. And, you know, I want them to know, like, it's important for them to express how they feel to people as well. And at the same time, we must always, like, treat other people with kindness and always look out for the next person as well.
And for this COVID-19, what's your message to South Africans about COVID-19?
My message to them is just to follow the rules, the precautions, and keep social distancing, because times are tough, and we all didn't expect this to happen to us. So just to follow the rules, and if we all do our part, I'm sure that we will be fine.
Thank you so much, Guy. And how do we get hold of you? Where can people go and see, where can they find your book? How do we get hold of you?
Okay, sure. So people can contact me via the social media, Facebook, The Unknown Journey. They can Instagram me, # The Unknown Journey or bullyingmustfall. And also, I would like to also announce that my book is available on the ebook website.
Okay.
So if they can go into my Facebook page and if they would love to buy the book, they can just see the link and follow it and purchase it.
Okay, that's good. Okay. All right, we wish you the very best, Guy, for the next book. We'll be waiting, and I'm sure you can, after the lockdown, I'll see you in the studio bringing the book for me. Yes, definitely, Romeo. And thank you so much for the opportunity, and keep well. Thank you so much. All the best, Guy. Thank you. Bye.